At the bottom of our posts on the forum, there is a little space meant for signature, just like on emails. And anything goes in there. It's a way to sign off a posting or a thread created. And some of us use it to post a little quote or maybe our Dharma name or something to reflect maybe our personality in a way or another. In my case, I was thinking about the signature that I'm using on the forum. And it is a quote that I took from Master Hongji, who is one of our ancestors, very respected Zen master. Master Dogen called him an old Buddha and quoted him extensively. And the quote is, "Stepping back with open hands is thoroughly comprehending life and death. Immediately you can sparkle and respond to the world." Now, I thought about this for the past few days, about why I chose this particular quote and what it means, sort of like breaking it down mentally to figure out what it is that it's saying. And I thought it would be a nice topic for a few minutes here. So I'm going to try to break it down and see what this tries to tell us, what Master Hongji tries to tell us. So let's begin with the first part. It says, stepping back with open hands. Now, the question arises immediately, why do we need to step back? Step back from where? Step back to where? What does he mean? Well, we have a tendency to obstruct ourselves with ourselves. We put ourselves, or this fabricated me, myself, at the center of everything, and it just obstructs our vision of things as they are. So we need to step back sometimes to make room for everything that's not this self-created idea of me or self. And how do we obstruct our view of things? Well, grasping, clinging, right? We cling to things. We cling to preferences. I like this. I don't like that. So this is good, but that is bad. I accept this. I reject that. Not necessary. We cling to ideas and notions. Me, out there. I think this is right. That's wrong. I reject that. It's in front of me, but I reject it. This is how it is, but I think it should be different. So I'm clinging to that. I think it should be different. So I reject everything else. I obstruct everything else with that clinging. On the other hand, sometimes we just simply make everything about ourselves. Everything. I'm having a conversation with a friend. They tell me about themselves. Oh, I've been struggling with sleep. Oh my gosh, I understand you so much. Let me tell you about me. Someone starts to complain about something. Oh, this happens to me too. And this is how it happens to me. And then we take over the conversation. We made it about ourselves. We're probably having a heated discussion with someone, for example. And they say something, we latch on to one word, one sentence, one thing that they said. We interpret it in a certain way, we make it about ourselves, and then we don't listen to the rest anymore. And they tell us, no, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean to offend you. I've already made it about myself. I've obstructed the person in front of me and the reality of what they were saying in favor of me. So technically what it means is we leave no room, no space for anything else to be what it is when we put this self that we've made up ahead of everything. The next part of the quote is with open hands. We step back with open hands. We don't just step back. It is with open hands. So what does it mean to open the hands? Well, logic. Release the grasp. Actively let something fall down if it needs to, or fly away if it's light. But actively release the grasp of things. And that's not in a physical sense. That's release the grasp of preferences. Sure, I prefer this, not that, but that's not available. This is. This is valuable too. Let me not invalidate it. Let me not take away from its importance because I'm grasping to that preference. Same with opinions. So to step back with open hands means make space, open ourselves up to everything out there, whether we like it or not, whether we think it's good or not. We make ourselves vulnerable, like a boxer or a fighter that releases their guard, puts their guard down. We purposefully make ourselves open and vulnerable to everything out there. So what happens is that when we step back like that with open hands, we effectively remove the illusion of ourselves from our own vision of reality. And that's what Master Hongji means when he says, stepping back with open hands. When we do that, we become simple, free of hindrances in a way. In a different passage, he creates a beautiful metaphor. He says, the consistent conduct of the people of the way is like the flowing clouds with no grasping mind. A cloud does not cling to its idea. Well, it does not have ideas, but a cloud does not cling to its form. It does not cling to its size, its shape, its speed, its placement, its position. It does not say, I'm only going in this direction. I'm only going at this speed. No. A gust of wind comes and the cloud moves, shifts, splits apart, becomes something else, takes a different shape. It goes here, it goes there. There's a mountain that splits it in half. The cloud is simple, free of hindrances, does not grasp to anything. And to be simple, to be free of hindrances like that, it means to understand that truly there is no place that exists that's other than myself. So if there's nothing that's not myself, I cannot be hindered. I cannot be restrained. There is no in here, out there. There is no freedom and lack of freedom. There's not me and something else. There is everything that's me. So when I put a fake illusion created of myself in front of me, It takes up space. And I think I'm restrained, I'm hindered. So what is the result of stepping back with open hands? Master Hongji says, when we do that, it means we thoroughly comprehend life and death. We truly understand the dance of everything, of existence. The coming and going, the no coming and no going. We understand all of it. And when we understand all of it, Master Hongji concludes, in that moment we sparkle and respond to the world. We sparkle. We sparkle with the Dharma. The light of the Dharma shines from us. Not physically, there's no beam of light from the forehead. Although that would be entertaining, but it's visible. We manifest, we give voice to the Buddha Dharma in our actions. Like a jewel, we reflect the Dharma in everything else around us in a clean, undistorted way. We sparkle. And because we sparkle like that, we respond to the world, Master Hongji says. What does that mean? It means we immediately know how to show up, how to act accordingly with what is in front of us, not with some twisted, invented idea that we have of what we think is going on after we've put ourselves in the center of it all and made it all about us. No. When we see the reality of the dance that we're in, we can join in the movement. Jundo uses that metaphor a lot, that visual image of the dance. But it's like that. It's like we immediately comprehend what the movements of the dance are, what the rhythm of the dance is. And we can join in freely, responding to things in front of us in an authentic, sincere way. Master Hongji actually calls it to follow movement like a cloud and respond to changes in total harmony. Harmony with what? What we perceive and what actually is. What does that mean in practical terms? Well, let's think about daily situations. When I'm able to see what is in front of me rather than my own interpretation, and a faulty interpretation at that, then maybe I'm able to not fall into desperation when things are really difficult. Maybe I can be sad when it requires sadness, but not overwhelmed by the sadness. I can enjoy something, but not become addicted to it. I can disagree, but not be angered. I can maybe show a little more compassion, a little more kindness, a little more tolerance in my day-to-day actions. I respond sincerely, accurately, in harmony to what's in front of me. And that's the result of stepping back with open hands. After we thoroughly comprehend life and death, ourselves, the world we live in. At that moment, we radiate the Dharma. Everything that we do is an expression, a sincere expression of the Buddha Dharma. And we respond accurately to what's in front of us. At the end of another little writing of his, Master Hongji, it's called The Conduct of the Moon and Clouds, which is very fitting for the metaphor that we use here. Master Hongji concludes, leaving causes and conditions, dropping them away, abandoning them, opening the hands to let them fall away. Leaving causes and conditions, Genuinely realize that from the outset, your spirit is not halted. The mind that embraces all the 10 directions does not stop anywhere. From the outset, you are not halted, restrained. As long as we become simple, free, like a cloud, allowing space for everything, whether we like it or dislike it, whether we agree with it or not, allowing it to be, opening ourselves up, making ourselves vulnerable, putting our guard down, then the mind is like a cloud. It does not stop anywhere. It does not grasp, latch onto things. And then we sparkle. And we respond to the world, as Master Hongji says. And I think I will stop here. Thank you.